everybody? It's your boy Travis here with a special guest today, William Trapp, on the show. Casey wasn't allowed to be here today, but hopefully we can make it interesting for you guys.
Alright, so we're going to go round by round with our playoff predictions. We're going to start out first with our divisional rounds for the hockey playoffs. So, for the first round of the playoffs, Tampa Bay versus New Jersey Devils. I picked Tampa Bay. Then we got Boston, Toronto. I chose Boston. Washington, Columbus. I go with the Capitals. Pittsburgh and Philly. I'm going Penguins. No more fun with Philadelphia winning around with championships anymore this year.
Yeah.
We'll go over to the West. Nashville, Colorado. Nashville. Winnipeg, Minnesota. I'm going Minnesota. Vegas, Kings. I'm going Vegas. And then Anaheim and San Jose. I'm going with my Sharks.
Well, I just want to let you know I do have a lot of compared with you, but for the two I do have Tampa Bay against New Jersey. I do have Tampa Bay winning that. Do have Toronto winning because fuck the Bruins, even though we have their jersey in the back. For the Washington and Columbus, you gotta go with Columbus because I think they're gonna get it done.
You're playing risky here.
Yeah, and Pittsburgh, I mean, why not? You definitely got to choose them. For the West, I have Nashville winning in that series. I have Minnesota for the next. Vegas Golden Knights, I mean, they're the Golden Knights. It's in the name. And then I have the San Jose Sharks. So,
Sharks, boy.
yeah, hopefully they make a round. It'd be nice to see them.
Yeah, we'll find out. So on the divisional finals, Tampa Bay, Boston. I got Boston. They're just the better team. Washington, Pittsburgh. Gonna go Pittsburgh. Nashville, Minnesota in the West. Nashville. Vegas and San Jose. Fortunately, I don't think Vegas is just a new team, so I'm gonna go with my San Jose.
All right, I kind of see where you would make those picks. I mean,
San Jose's been to a couple finals in the last couple years, so
that's good. I hope they win it. I actually, kind of a sneak peek, I do have Tampa Bay winning this year.
Ooh,
going all the way.
That's
It's a little bit risky, but I like to take risk in my picks because they don't matter. Hopefully they matter to you guys. But so in the Tampa Bay and Toronto series, I have Tampa Bay winning. Guys, for my Columbus and Pittsburgh series, I have Pittsburgh winning it. I hope they can make it this far. I mean, it'd be nice to see them.
They've won it 2 times in a row.
Yeah.
Make it 3-peat?
I hope so. That's what I'm hoping for. And that's why I say I hope they make it this far, because if they don't, what happened? You know what I mean?
Yeah, what happened?
So for my Nashville and Minnesota series, I have Nashville winning it along with you. Sadly, I didn't think you were gonna pick them.
Well, they were.
This wasn't planned. We actually did this behind the scenes, so we had no idea who picked who.
Don't forget, last year it was Nashville, Pittsburgh. So
I understand. And for the Vegas and San Jose, I also have San Jose going far again. So,
alright. On to the conference finals. For me, I got Boston, Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's going straight back to the finals this year. And Nashville, San Jose. You know, I love my Sharks, but you have to go with Nashville. So a repeat of last year's finals.
So guys, for my finals, I have Tampa Bay and I have San Jose.
Wow, complete opposites of me.
Really?
Yeah.
And I have Tampa Bay winning it. I think they have a good enough team to compete this year.
I have Pittsburgh winning again, so 3 in a row, boys.
I wonder why he has that much.
Well, I could have picked my San Jose Sharks, but you know, Predators just a better team, and with the Predators, they haven't had that one piece to beat the Penguins.
Understandable. I just think all of your picks are dumb.
So yours. Off the basketball.
All right, guys. So to do our basketball playoffs bracket, I'm going to be starting with my Western first round. Will is going to do his Western first round, and then vice versa. I'm going to go to West or East. He's going to go to East, etc. So in the Houston-Minnesota series, you have to go with Houston. I mean, number 1 seed against 8 seed. Minnesota's not that great of a team yet. I mean, they started off really hot, but things have gone downhill for them over the season. Oklahoma City and Utah, OKC, I mean, their big three I think it's just going to dominate the Jazz. They don't have the defense to stop. Portland and New Orleans, you got to go with the Trailblazers. I mean, Damian Lillard has been nothing but sensational in the playoffs. been nothing but sensational in the regular season. So hopefully he can keep that up. And the Golden State and San Antonio Spurs. The Spurs I've noticed have been going downhill, obviously because of Kawhi Leonard not being in the defense.
Yeah. But he's been
mindset.
healthy, but I don't understand why they haven't put him back in starting lineup.
I'm not really sure, but with the way it is right now, the Spurs aren't looking like a deep playoff team at all. So you got to go with the Warriors.
All right. So with my West, I'm gonna pull a little upset. Oh no, I'm kidding. I gotta stick with Houston. With the blend of Harden and Paul, it's just marinated enough where they will make a deep playoff run. Thunder, Jazz, as you said, big three. Gotta go with the Thunder. Portland, New Orleans. Portland, just Damian Lillard again. Since January 1st, he's been pretty much unstoppable and better than other All-Stars.
Definitely an MVP candidate.
Yeah. Golden State, San Antonio, Warriors.
He's actually a partial Warriors fan, even though he's a Nets fan, but we don't talk about that. So, guys, for the East, the Toronto and Washington Wizards, I have Toronto winning it. I mean, obviously, they're the best team in the East. They are the team to beat this year. I mean, they have had a great season.
No, the Nets are the best team in the East.
The Nets are not the best team in the East. Like I said, the Raptors are the team to beat this year. I mean, they have a loaded bench. Their starters are healthy. Everything's going right for the Raptors. Cleveland and Indiana. Although Cleveland has had a shaky year this year, you have to go with the Cavaliers because besides Oladipo, the Pacers don't really have that one person that can make that difference.
Yeah, that one person went to the Thunder.
Okay. So for next, guys, I have the 76ers beating the Heat. Some people say that this is over the edge, and I understand that through their 16-game winning streak, the 76ers have placed below 500 teams for the most part. But Ben Simmons has been sensational. So is Joel Embiid. Their whole team is coming together. They're molding well. They almost got over 55 wins this year. So
Yeah, close.
And Boston and Milwaukee. I wanted to pick Milwaukee. I actually had them down at first, but I switched it because Boston has a deeper bench than Milwaukee. Besides Antetokounmpo, Milwaukee doesn't have that extra piece that can be like, put me in, let me make a change in this game. There's no spark in that team.
All right. So with my East, pretty much the same, but there's a few twists. So first, Toronto, Washington, Toronto, Cleveland, Indiana, Cleveland, the Philly, Miami. I'm gonna go with Miami. Miami did beat them later in the season in like February, March, April. So before they were on their win streak. So it's not where it was back in December, January, where it was middle of the season. So I think Miami will take them down.
I'm going to disagree with you because I just don't like your pick. So,
Boston, Milwaukee. I look back at other playoff years, and it's hard to pick, but I chose Boston.
That's good. I think that's a wise choice on your part. So, guys, for the semifinals in the Western Conference, I have obviously the Houston Rockets and OKC. As much as I would love to go with OKC because my man Melo is on there, I have to go with the Rockets because the Rockets are too good of a team. They're too good shooting the three ball, making plays, running plays, creating space. I mean, they're good in almost every aspect. Next, I have the Portland and Warriors series. I have the Warriors pulling this one out, but it's iffy because Steph Curry's not going to be back. I feel like
he's back for the second round. Don't worry.
It's tough to say because Curry's ankles have always been an issue, so they're going to want to restrict minutes and stuff. So I can't say he's back when he's not fully back.
So restrict the minutes in the first half and then play more in the second half.
All right. Well, I think the Warriors are going to win. I think it's going to be a close series. I think it's going to go either Game 6, Game 7. It should because these two teams right now are pretty equal in the way they score the ball.
All right, for me, I feel like the Houston OKC pick was very hard. You got the big three versus the marinated duo, but I think in the end, 7 games, Houston. And then Portland Warriors, I'm not worried about Curry and his ankles. They're going to have a full team there. Curry, Draymond, Clay, Durant. All good. Warriors.
All right. Anyways, guys, for the East semifinals, I have Toronto and the Cavaliers. I think the Raptors are going to pull it off. I think they can do it. This Cavs team is too young now. They were the oldest team in the NBA to start the season, and now they're one of the youngest teams in the NBA. They don't really have much playoff experience except for LeBron and Kevin Love. So I think Toronto's going to pull it off.
Didn't know age can go backwards.
So next I have the Philadelphia 76ers and the Boston Celtics. This is tough just for the fact that the Celtics don't have Gordon Hayward and or Kyrie Irving.
That's okay.
For me, it makes these teams kind of even because the way the Celtics ended the season and the way the 76ers ended the season, two totally different ways. One way for the better. Obviously, the 76ers on a 16-game winning streak. I'm going with Boston, though, just because I know Al Horford is the leader now, and this team does have playoff experience, so I think they'll handle the pressure really well.
All right, for me, Toronto, Cleveland. I looked at the past couple of seasons, and Cleveland has taken care of the Raptors and moved on. But this year is going to be different. Toronto will take down Cleveland for once and move on to the conference finals. And my Boston, Miami. Well, Miami's, again, a good team, but they're not going to be able to take down Boston. So
I do agree with you with your Cavs pick. I think that's an actually educated pick, and I'm glad that you chose that pick. So, guys, for the finals, I have Toronto and Houston. I think this is what a lot of people want to see. I think it's what's going to happen. And I have Houston winning it. I think it's going to be, once again, Game 6, Game 7. If the Raptors make it to the finals, they're not going home with a 4-0 sweep. They're not. It can't happen. So it's definitely going to be Game 6, Game 7 if these two teams make it to the finals.
I agree with you with Toronto. They will make it to the finals. But I feel Warriors going to go back to the finals. Four straight years.
Why do you feel that over the Rockets, though?
I feel like something's just going to happen where the Warriors are going to catch a spark and able to take down the Rockets. Cool their engines.
You do realize Houston is the best team in a stacked conference, correct?
Yes, I understand, but I feel, all it takes is that one spark, one little mishap sometimes. Lately they've been suspending players in the playoffs. So just even one player on the Rockets could, even a smaller guy, not Harden or Paul, could make a big difference. So I still, they're gonna go 7 games, but I'm gonna pull Warriors out of that. And then,
so you have the Warriors winning it?
Yeah, our friend Kane, he said this is not their year. Their year is next year. They keep making a step forward in the playoffs every year. So they're gonna make it to the finals. They're gonna play in the finals, but they're not gonna win it. They'll go 6 games, but they will not win it. Next year, the Raptors will take that extra step and win it all. So I have Warriors winning this year. So 3 of the last.
Me personally, and obviously, like he just said, our main man KC, he says that they've gone forward one step each year. I think this is the year. This is the year they make it happen because Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan are better than ever. Their team, like I said, is molding well. Everything is going right for the Raptors. If they stay healthy, I have no doubts of them winning the chip this year.
Listen, if they do win and I'm wrong, it's really great. Blue Jays haven't won it since '94. There's no football team in Canada. It's just them. And if they win, that's Canada. It's really gonna be crazy. And it's gonna be a team to mess with then for the next couple of years, like Warriors, Cavs. They're gonna have it. People are gonna go there. They want to play with the Raptors, and they're gonna keep going back to the finals and maybe win 3 in the next 6.
Really?
Possibly, if that works out. But Warriors definitely win a couple in that span too. I feel, but we'll have to see what happens. These are just predictions.
Right.
We could be totally wrong, and there could be everyone gets upset.
Today's episode, remember to like and share all of our stuff on all of our social media platforms and hit that like and subscribe button on YouTube. Hopefully we'll be back next week to give you more information.
Remember, one phrase,
6 words.
been ballin',
Still ballin'.
stay ballin'.
Tell